No, devastating really. We've just had our first bad experience here in Manila. Coming right up to us and he grabbed my pocket.
Hi guys, I'm Holly.
And I'm David.
And for the next 5 days we are exploring Manila.
But here's the thing. Everywhere we visited in the Philippines so far haven't said great things about Manila. A lot of them have also told us to be pretty cautious. So first of all, let's make our way to the airport and see what Manila is really like over the next 5 days. So we've been circling the airport now for maybe about 10 minutes. The plane just keeps flying around the airport. I think he said we were number 17 in the queue. So hopefully not too much longer now to be able to land in Manila. Finally made it, maybe about 20 minutes extra time just flying around in the air. But now we've got a taxi that was booked completely free from booking.com. So let's go and find that taxi. It was really congested just outside the airport there. Loads of taxis coming and going. It took maybe 5 to 10 minutes for the taxi to arrive, but can't really complain. A free taxi from booking.com.
Thank you.
First impressions?
Yeah, it's not as bad as everyone said. So we finally arrived in Manila, checked into the hotel. First impressions are okay. The city centre or the drive from the airport to the hotel, similar vibes to Bangkok. The hotel, a little bit dated, but it's really nice. For 5 nights, I think it cost about £330, which includes breakfast, so you can't complain. We went down to the restaurant for dinner just quickly, and the guys down there were really nice. They were telling us loads of stuff to do locally. We did say to them, we said everyone that we've spoke to so far has said, like, be wary, but they've said that you don't have to be wary in Manila, so only time will tell.
So to kick things off on our first day here in Manila, we've decided to come to the Mall of Asia. Apparently it's the biggest mall here in the Philippines, and Holly's happy straight away because we've already seen Zara and we've just been inside the Disney store. I need to go and find the DJI shop.
So Dave got it wrong just now. It's not just the biggest mall in Manila, it's actually the biggest mall in Asia. First thoughts are it's very American, but it's also really cool. There's some shops here that I haven't seen in 5 weeks and I'm really happy about it.
So we just finished the bike ride then, and it was good fun travelling around the original origins of Manila.
Yeah.
But it was really surprising about how devastating the war was.
Yeah, obviously World War II pretty much destroyed Manila, which I had no idea about.
It was a good bike tour, learned a lot, met loads of new people as usual, got to saw a lot of the sights, especially the Intramural.
A lot of stuff that we wouldn't have ever seen or known about had we not have done that bike tour, which was quite cool.
Yeah, and the best thing part, it wasn't really fast-paced either. We kept stopping every now and again, so I think we had 5 or 6 stops along the way.
Yeah.
So maybe we'd cycle for 2 or 3 minutes and we'd stop and tell us a little bit. But no, good. And we obviously got an ice cream at the end there as well. Mm-hmm. So I think now we're going to go and get a little bit of dinner to finish off our first full day here in Manila. And so far, like we said, we were unsure. Lots of people said a few uncertain things. But so far, everyone's been super friendly. Everyone's really nice.
It's probably my second favourite place in the Philippines so far, to be honest.
Oh, really? Yeah. I'm still not sure. I'm still just thinking Manila is definitely just more of a big city. You don't really get the Filipino vibe. It's just a typical big city. But anyway, let's go and get some dinner. So we went for dinner. Dinner was okay. I had boneless chicken stuffed with ham and cheese. and I think you had
Lasagna.
lasagna with garlic bread. It was okay.
Yeah, it was okay.
Manila's definitely a lot more expensive than most of the other places, but that wasn't too bad. And then to get back, we tried to get a Grab, but there was no Grab taxis available, so we thought we would get a tricycle to bring us home. So we waved one down, but we didn't realise it was a pedal bicycle tricycle, which was great fun.
Yeah, it was great fun. It was an experience. The guy was like 66 years old, obviously trying to pedal us. As he agreed to our ride, he put his beer on the floor and he got to cycling, which was interesting.
No, he actually finished the drink off.
Yeah, finished
put the bottle
drink
back
off,
in.
Put the bottle in his tricycle and
then pedalled us all the way here. But no, he was a great guy. I know we said at the start that everyone's been saying that Manila is just be wary, but he seemed super nice.
Yeah, everyone has been. Everyone's been so nice.
Everyone we've seen has been super nice. Anyway, we're going to head to bed and we'll see you all in the morning. So yesterday was an action-packed day. Today, hopefully it's going to be exactly the same. We're heading to the Manila Aquarium to start the day off, and then we're heading to the New York skyline of Manila later on. So first of all, let's head inside Manila Aquarium. So the Manila Aquarium is called the Manila Ocean Park Aquarium. It's about 680 pesos each. You get tickets online, but we've just decided to come to the booth to get those tickets.
So finished in the marina. That was really cool. There was loads of really cool like sea animals in there. It was busy, which was obviously a good thing. They probably made loads of money today. It's a Saturday, which we forgot. But yeah, really cool place. Loads to do, loads for kids. Next we're off to the BGC, which is apparently like the New York skyline of Manila.
So in the Manila traffic, it's going to take quite a while to get there. I think it was 40 minutes to get to it. But looking at the map, there's a place called Venice-inspired Mall, which looks pretty epic as well. So let's first of all head to BGC, have a look around, see if it's really like the New York skyline, and then we'll definitely head to the Venice Mall to have a look in there too. But we also need to get lunch because I'm starting to feel a bit peckish now. So let's get a drink, have a look around, get some lunch, and then we'll head over to the Venice Mall. Yep, I can definitely see why they call it the New York skyline of Manila. High buildings everywhere you go. What's crazy is this place is also super clean as well. They keep this area super tidy. All the roads are well organised. It's not as crazy as the other parts of Manila. So I think there's a lot of money definitely gone into this part of town. We're going to make our way down now to one of the malls to go and get lunch, and then we'll head over to Venice. Something else I've also noticed in most of the places that you eat out in is they only give you a fork and a spoon. So trying to cut this pork, and same as any of the other meals, it's just super difficult. So we've made it to Venice Canal Mall, and how cool is this place? I kind of much prefer malls and shopping centres when they have something about them. It's like when we go to Trafford Centre. Anyway, Holly's ordered us some strawberry milkshakes and a strawberry panna cotta, so I'm going to give that a go, and then we're going to head back to the hotel to go for dinner tonight. No, devastating really. We've just had our first bad experience here in Manila. Now, just as we walked out of the Rizal Park Hotel, this little kid crossed the street walking over to us. He didn't have a shirt on, but he had these kind of like two green things that he was kind of waving about, and then started asking for money, coming right up to us, and he grabbed my pocket, and that's the time I kind of just pushed him away. He must have only been 11, 12. Oh, devastated, that first negative experience that we've had. So we've come down to Okada Hotel and Resort, I think it is. It looks like it's one of the major 5-star hotel setups here in Manila. And Holly's found a place for us to eat. It's called No-No's. I'm not sure what it is yet. Holly's booked it, so let's make our way in. But something to note though, we did get here with the car. Big security check on the taxis guy's car. Dog going around it, mirrors going underneath.
Had to open the boot.
So this is some serious secure place. Anyway, let's make our way inside. So this Okada Manila is something else. According to Google, it's a stylish quarter in a cosmopolitan luxury resort offering a casino, multiple restaurants and a mall. And as you can see, they also had dancing water fountain show that happens every hour on the hour. There's so many restaurants here, there's so many super expensive shops, but we've also come to No-No's for dinner. Now there's loads of tasty food on here, but they don't really have a lot of the food. I was hoping to have pork chop and mash, but they didn't have that. Holly wanted mac and cheese with bacon bits on top, and they didn't have the bacon bits. So we've ordered a few things, but let's eat our dinner and then let's really go and try and explore this resort. Salamat. Okada Hotel and Resort is some place. You kind of did have that kind of Florida feel to it with the music, the heat, how everything's set up. It just feels like you're kind of maybe in Florida. And I think that's probably one of the biggest things that we've definitely noticed between Manila and the rest of the Philippines. Manila just doesn't really seem to have that same Filipino feel to it, if that kind of makes sense. Where everywhere else that you go in the Philippines, you definitely know you're in the Philippines, in the countryside and the beaches and everything like that. But Manila, it's just kind of a bit more hustle and bustle. There's a lot going on. You definitely know you're in a major city, loads of big high-rise buildings. It just doesn't feel like you're in the same place as everywhere else. Anyway, tomorrow we're off to eat Chinese food as we head to the oldest Chinatown in the world. We'll see you all in the morning. So in preparation for going to Chinatown later on, apparently where we have 10 different dishes we also try as part of the tour, we've decided to get ourselves super hungry and we've come down to the Manila Bay beach. I wouldn't say it's too much of a beach, there's not much sand going on, but great views of the skyline. And welcome to Chinatown, supposedly the biggest Chinatown outside of China itself. It was a shame the taxi couldn't really slow down or couldn't really stop so we could get a picture of those arches as we entered into Chinatown. But we're outside the meeting point, this church just here. We're a little bit early, so we're going to have a quick look around before we meet up, ready for our walking and food tour. So the first stop is outside of Ho Hong Lumpia. I think that's how you say it. And I've got fresh lumpia here. And it's basically a burrito with a load of veg in, and it's got some brown sugar as well. You can taste the brown sugar as you bite into it, but this is actually really tasty. It's just a shame you can't tell them that we actually went for breakfast before coming here, even though she said don't eat before coming here. But yeah, this is actually super tasty.
In each carinderia.
Okay, next up we've got the kuchai, which looks like a minced pie. Yeah, mince and onion with a bit of veg pie. That's what it looks like. Yeah? Yeah, very nice.
No.
With a toothpick.
We're stuck.
Turon? Over there.
Yes, over there, yeah. This one, she's making turon over here. That's just green tea, good tea.
No.
Really? But 1 mile stuff. Yeah. I just smack the lemons as well, yeah. Although we might just do a stop over here.
So welcome back. We are now out for dinner, but I thought I'd update you quickly on the food tasting tour that we did earlier. Yeah, really enjoyed it. I'd give it a solid 10 out of 10. I would say like 4 of the 6 dishes I really liked, especially the first 2. They were by far my favourite. We met lovely people, the tour guides were lovely. Yeah, all in all, it was a really nice tour. I really enjoyed it.
So as Holly was saying then, we're out for dinner. We're actually out for our final meal here in the Philippines. It's been 5 weeks now, so if you've not seen the previous videos, definitely go out and check them out. But for the final meal, we've decided to come to the Bay Leaf inside of Intramuros. Where we're sitting now, we've got a good view of the docks. I think we would have been better on that side, so much better than the one that we've got on this side. The menu here though is extensive, it all looks super tasty, so let's just wait for a server to come over so we can place our order and we can dive into our final meal here in the Philippines. Can I go for the tomahawk pork chop?
Rafael Kitchen is closed.
Ah,
So
okay.
the pizza and pasta of Rafael is not available. Also this.
Okay, this is available,
Yes.
but no pizza. No, this is definitely becoming one of those things that we're seeing in most restaurants here in the Philippines, that half the menu is just never available. I was looking forward to the tomahawk pork chop, but that just wasn't available. And then Holly was going to order, what were you going to order? You were going to order, Holly was going to order dumplings. They also weren't available on the menu. I just don't know why in the Philippines they just seem to have a menu where half of the stuff isn't available. Anyway, I've ordered bolognese and I've ordered some sort of fried chicken. So let's see what that turns out. But Holly's ordered a load of random starters as well. So hopefully we've got a nice big mix coming our way. The food is actually super tasty. I've got bolognese, I've got some sort of fried chicken. Holly's got some tacos, I think it is. Some meatballs that she says is better than the IKEA meatballs. And a plate of chips. Lots of food, but super tasty. So let's try and work our way through all this food. So that's our final meal here, or final evening meal here in the Philippines. We're going to head over to the Mall of Asia tomorrow morning. We're going to film a few more bits, then we're going to jump on a plane, and then we will call it a day there with this vlog. Morning. Can we check out, please?
So that is us all checked out of Rizal Park Hotel. Super easy, they just needed to check the room and yeah, all good. We've left our luggage there, they've kept it there for us. So we've just ordered a grab, but we're gonna head to Mall of Asia now just to grab a few more last minute bits and then come back to the hotel, grab our luggage, grab another grab, back to the airport, ready to fly home.
So we decided to come to Wildflower for breakfast. We came here the first time we came to Mall of Asia on that first day, but we decided to come here for breakfast as it's our last morning. And I've got kimchi and Holly's got the Wildflower breakfast. Something we definitely noticed about the food in most of these restaurants as well. Everything seems to be proper home cooked. Anyway, we still need to try and find some clothes to go home, and I want to try and find a hoodie and some trousers. So So we got the clothes, we made it back to the hotel, we've grabbed our suitcase, we've also ordered the grab to Terminal 1. Next stop, let's make our way to Manila Airport. So just on the drive to the airport now, kind of getting the feeling like this 5 weeks has really coming to an end. Holly's excited to go home. I'm excited to go home, but it's been a good 5 weeks. Anyway, we got to the airport, but I think we're a little bit too early. Our counter isn't showing on the screen yet, so we can't drop the luggage off. But we've also booked the lounge, so it needs to give us the counter soon, or we're not really going to make the most of this lounge at all. So hurry up, counter. So we made it to the Premium Lounge Plaza, which wasn't really that easy to find.
No, and it had a different name as well, which was a little bit confusing. We had to ask someone, and luckily they recognised it and told us to come here.
And it was annoying as well because we actually got here super early, so we can make the most of the Premium Lounge. Yet the gate or the desk wasn't open for us to be able to drop off our stuff. And then it was supposed to open at 2. I think it opened about 20 past 2.
Yeah.
And then we queued for another half an hour or so. But anyway, we've dropped our luggage off. The next time we should see it should be hopefully in Heathrow, if all goes to plan. Cross fingers. No, but we had a quick look at the lounge. It's okay. It's got a few bits here. Nothing spectacular. So let's just wait for our plane to arrive, and then we're going to make our way to Kuala Lumpur. And then the next time we'll probably speak, we will be in Heathrow. Oh, yeah? Should we be at home? Yeah, okay. So the next time we'll speak, we will be at home with Hank. We'll speak to you all in a few seconds.
Cheers.
And just like that, we are back here in Wales with Hank. Say hello, Hank. No, you're not supposed to sniff it. But yeah, it's been a great 5 weeks in the Philippines. The final hotel, the Rizal Park Hotel. What are you thinking?
Yeah, I really liked it. I really liked it.
5 stars it said on booking.com. Not really sure it was 5 stars. Wi-Fi was a little bit slow.
It would definitely be more like a 4.
Yeah, it could have been updated in a few areas. Breakfast wasn't really the world's best either. But no, I think we both agreed when we did a big review for it. So if you've not seen a big review for the Rizal Park Hotel, go and check that video out. But we both said we'd go and stay there again. But I just don't think it's a 5 star. No. But for the price, though.
Yeah, can't complain for the price. It was so cheap.
350 quid for 5 nights, so I think definitely worth it.
Yeah.
Manila Airport, that was probably the biggest airport. Well, it's the biggest airport we went to in the Philippines. Yeah.
We did weirdly see a couple, though, that we'd met on a boat trip
on the Firefly tour.
Porta Princesa. Yeah. And we walked into the lounge and they were sat there, and it was just so, like, what were the chances? But yeah.
It's been a great 5 weeks. Hopefully you've enjoyed our video here in Manila. If you haven't been and checked the previous videos, definitely go back and check those out. But we appreciate you all for watching as usual. Don't forget to let us know your questions. Hank obviously thinks it's time for a lie down now. Yeah, I think we're off to bed now as well. It was a long flight. 12 hours. 2 hour layoff and then 4 hours.
Yeah. And then a 2 hour
drive. Yeah, so we're closing on 20 hours plus the full day. So yeah, we're off to bed. Like I said, appreciate you all for watching. Let us know your comments and questions in the section below. And we'll see you all in the next video.
Cheers.
Cheers.